Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Breakfast Club. Today is Monday, December 15th, 2025, and it is your favorite trainer, Coach Chuck. Got an awesome workout for you today. I can't see, but in the background, you see I got a barbell out here. So hopefully you got a barbell. If you don't have a barbell, we can use some dumbbells and replace the barbell, but I'm liking to switch some stuff around. I got a lot of equipment in this gym, and so I'm going to use it. First thing we're going to do is get started off with a warm up. And actually, that warm up is going to be a Tabata. A Tabata is 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And we do a series of 8 of those. We're just going to switch movements. So I want you to follow along with me. We're going to start with that jumping jack toe touch. My old timer here. Let's see here. We'll go here. We'll set it for Tabata. First movement is going to be jumping jack toe touch. Jumping jack toe touch. And I apologize. It is freaking freezing here today. So I got that heater on. We'll see how well it does, but it's probably going to make some noise. So I'm going to try to speak up as loud as I can. Bear with me. All right. As soon as you hear the beat, start going. Okay, jumping jack toe touches. Here we go. Here, bam, bam. Just like that. Now we'll keep going until it beeps at us. And when it beeps at us, we'll switch that movement. Okay, now we're just going to get into doing some air squats. Air squats. So feet are just outside of hip width apart, pointed straight ahead. We're going to send those hips back, knees, right? And we're just squatting, air squatting. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. As deep as you can. Let's warm those muscles up. Okay, next, let's go shoulder taps. Shoulder taps. So we're on the ground in that plank position. Hips are up. We're just going to be tapping the shoulders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now regular jumping jacks. When the beat goes, regular jumping jacks. Okay, let's go reverse lunges, alternating. Reverse lunges, alternating. Here we go. Okay, let's go mountain climbers, mountain climbers, mountain climbers. Okay, let's go butt kicks. Go butt, or no, yeah, let's go butt kicks. Butt kicks from that. Okay, let's go skaters hops. Let's go skaters hops next. Or shuffles, skater shuffles. All right. That's a warm up. Good job. Make sure you got your water, you're drinking your water, staying hydrated. All right. Okay, what we got? Next, we got some barbell prep. Again, you can use dumbbells if you don't have a barbell, but we need 8 RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, right? So those are the deadlifts where there's a slight bend in the knee, but for the most part, we're going to keep that back neutral. We're going to bend over, really elongating those hamstrings, pushing the hips back so that we stay balanced. Weight in front, weight in back, squeezing the butt. Close, open up that angle, shooting those hips back. Bar is going to travel straight down, straight back. All right? So I grab my bar. I like a wider grip with my bar. I'm going to be in my deadlift stance, which is feet right underneath my hips. Now watch as this bar goes straight down, and I position my body around the bar, not the bar around my body. So I organize the spine, squeeze the butt, draw the belly button in, right? And then my hinge starts by pushing the hips back, and the bar goes straight down, and it stays close because I'm keeping the weight in my heels so I can be balanced, all right? And then driving through the heels, squeeze the butt. 1, we get 8 of these. 2, we're trying to make each one look the same mechanically. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we just needed 8 for the warm up. Now let's go bent over row. So same setup. Still going to be in that deadlift stance. Still going to have this wide grip. We're still going to go ahead and organize the spine. I'm going to go ahead and fold myself in half. Get to that second position for the deadlift, right? So weights in the heels, bar straight down, right? Now, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and as I breathe out, pull that bar up, but I'm going to stay balanced from heel to toe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only thing moving is the arm. 7, 8. Okay. Next, we have front squat with the empty bar. Front squat. So grab your bar again, and again, you can do these with dumbbells. So dumbbells like so. So okay, front squat. Now I'm gonna get more in my squat stance. Rack that bar so that it's resting on my shoulders somewhat, and then keeping the elbows up, I'm gonna drop down into a squat. Stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. You need a lot of forearm and wrist flexibility for that. So I'm going to show you some alternative ways to hold that bar, because I can tell my forearm is not liking that today. All right. And then we're going to go with 6 presses. All right. So I got this bar again. I'm going to pick it up. That front right position, right? Elbows in front of the bar. And then just press it. So squeeze the butt, draw the belly button in. I'm going to move my head out of the way, press this bar up. As soon as this bar clears my head, I'm going to fully lock out. 1, right down to the sternum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. What we got next? Now reverse lunges, and we're gonna do that with the barbell. We need 6. We need 6. So what I'm gonna do. Show you guys a different way to hold that bar. You can do this, right? Balancing that bar on the shoulders, like so, right? But you have to stay balanced, right? Arms have to stay up. So if I reverse lunge that, 1, 2, I can hold it steady, like so. All right, so now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 6 per leg. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice. Okay, next we have good mornings with the barbell. All right. So above the head, base of the neck. I'm going to drape my arms alongside kettlebell or along the barbell. I'm going to stand up, feet pointed straight ahead, engage the glutes, draw the belly button in, neutral spine. I'm going to fold myself in half at the hips. Watch this. Spine or back will stay same shape. Even my chin is moving. Hips go back. Bam. All that is loaded in the hips. Squeeze the butt. 1. I'm going to work those glutes. Do you some good mornings. 2. 3. But you need a strong back to do it. 4. This will get strong. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. What we got next? That's the warm up. Okay. So our workout obviously is going to be with that barbell. This is set at 10 rounds. We'll see how this goes. All the reps, for the most part, are 6. So I'm going to load this barbell up with some weight. I'm going to start with 2 15s on each side, right? So I got 15 here. We're going to go light, high. First time on the movement lab that we worked out with a box. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. First time on the lower. How about that? First time in the lower. Okay. So this is going to be my working area. I'm going to move this over out of the way. Okay. We need 6 RDLs, 6 RDLs, 6 Romanian deadlifts. So here we go. Okay. Romanian deadlifts. Organize the spine, squeeze the butt, draw the belly button in. Tight grip on the bar. Shoot those hips back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bent over rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have my glasses on. 6 reverse lunges. Is that right? RDLs, bent over rows, reverse lunges. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 overhead presses. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next. Um, 6 back squats. Next is 6 back squats. All right. 6 back squats. I need some on my back. Six back squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the round. That was one. That was one. Is that everything? Romanian deadlift, bent over row, reverse lunge, overhead press, back squat. 60-second rest. All right, so I'm starting to heat up. Now, turn that off. We'll take our little break. And then I'll get into that next one. Need my towel. I need my towel. And I can tell already that Coach Chuck needs to be working with this barbell a little more. But there's a process, right? I hurt myself coming off 2 injuries. All right, feeling the best shape that I can. So now, but I was building a wide foundation. Now I feel like that foundation is good. So now I'm gonna start going up with it. All right. So first, Romanian deadlift, bent over row, reverse lunge, overhead press, back squat. Let's see what we got. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bent over rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 6 overhead presses. I'm going to turn these into push presses. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Nice. Back squats next. I don't know why I put that down. Back squats next. We need more barbell work. Back squats next. Okay, the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's 2. Rest it. Take a little bit of rest. That's 2 rounds. A little bit of water. So, to be transparent, I was looking at this workout last night, and I thought, whew, it's gonna be tough. Maybe I need to practice a little bit off screen. And I thought to myself, nah, I'm gonna let them see it raw. I have not been doing barbell work at all. Well, I shouldn't say at all, but very little. But it's time. It's winter time, it's freaking cold outside. Might as well pick something and develop it. For me, barbell. So, Romanian deadlifts. Romanian deadlifts. We need, or RDLs, we need 6 of them. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bent over rows. See, this workout designed to not put this bar down. But my body's not ready for that. So we're gonna get in where we fit in until I can make that adjustment. 6 bent over rows. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Reverse lunges for 6. Here we go. Reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next is overhead presses, what we're doing, push presses. We need 6. Okay. All right. 6 of these babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Then we need back squats. We need 6 of them. Back squat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's 3. That's 3. What is 3? Well, 75, I think, is going to be what we're working with. 75. Right? I got the 45-pound barbell. I got 2 15-pound bumper plates on there. 75. Now, the goal, even at 55, is to get to doing this workout with body weight. I weigh 175 pounds. So the goal would be over the next 2 years to get to the point where I can do body weight. Right? At that point, I'll be 57. Get through this whole workout without putting the bar down with body weight. Right? You're gonna be that guy. So, and I'm trying to be that guy. I'm trying to be that dad. I got a son who's 11 and I'm 55. So if I want to be a grandfather, I got to get body weight. Right? Right? Because this dude, who knows? Right? Okay. Romanian deadlifts. Here we go. We need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was too many. All right, now we need those Romanian or those bent over rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we need. Oh, that's horrible. Reverse lunges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, I got to work on that front right position. 6 overheads. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back squat. Back squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm broken. I'm broken. All right, that's 4. See that? Didn't put the bar down. That's the goal. Not trying to put the bar down. All right. Little rest. That was 4. What time is it? Well, what else do we got? This is me trying to skip out on this workout, but I'm not going to. This is it, really. We got some stretching. Got some words of wisdom. Got 4 down. We're for sure going to get 5. Actually, we're for sure going to get 6. All right. Let's shoot for 6. Let's shoot for 6. We'll give it a second, though. Woo! Boy, we are going to give it a second, though. Woo! Okay. Well, let me just a little bit more of a rest. Woo! All right. We're going to try to do number 5 without putting the bar down. Here we go. Number 5, without putting the bar down. Here we go. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see if I can get this clean right. Right? Oh, there we go. Clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push press, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back squat, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. I'm broken. I'm broken. 5, 5. Woo. 5. Okay. Definitely getting the 6. Definitely getting the 6. Definitely getting the 6. Body's adjusting. Most barbell work, people, is about athleticism to an extent, right? Weight or resistance travels in a straight line. So I got this barbell. I got all these joints, ankle, knee, hip, shoulders. I got to try to figure out what's the most efficient way to get it from the floor to either my shoulders or above head, moving it straight up and down. If it's going in different directions, that's not efficient. And your body is seeking for efficient movement because it's always trying to conserve resources. The reason for the resource protection is that your body's geared for survival, right? And it's going to do everything it can to survive. You want muscles. And that's great because the body needs muscle as well. It warms the body, it protects the body, right? It makes it to where the body can carry the body from one spot to the next. However, it's going to prioritize what's going to keep you alive. So if you're not drinking enough water, right? Your muscles that need water, they're not going to get it first. Your brain's going to get it first. Vital organs will get it first, right? Once all those survival processes are over, then the muscles and everything else that the body could actually live without will get it. So make sure you're doing the stuff, right? All right, here we go. We're gonna try another unbroken. This would be number 6. It's gonna be number 6. Let's get it. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I want more of a narrow grip with these bent over rows. All right, we need 6. Shoot those hips back. Tight midsection. Let's go. Yeah. 1, 2. That's how you own the movement, right? 3. Can I stop at the top? 4, 5, 6. Woo. All right. Need those reverse lunges. So I need a nice clean to get it from my thigh to my shoulder. Kind of fatigued though, and I'm out of practice. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, baby. That's a good clean. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Okay. Work on this mobility. Now, overhead presses, push presses, baby. Here we go. We're gonna dip. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Back squat, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's 6. That's 6. All right. Whew. Time is it? It's 5-2. But we got started late. So if you gotta go, I understand. But if you tuned in the same time I did, technically we got 15 more minutes. We're definitely gonna get 7. We might get 8 secretly back here. I think about 10. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pacing myself. Yeah, my ego's talking, but I got him in check, and I know I can see where he's at. 7 is good, right? 10 is better. So we're gonna see what happens. All right, a little bit of water, and let's go ahead and get this 7. Let's get this 7. Let's get it. Yeah. All right, a little bit of water, and then number 7. Then number 7. Let me see. I'm gonna give you all back view. Give you all back view. Number 7. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, That's 7. That's 7. 7. All right. We might try to get to 8 for sure. Ooh, take a break. Take a break. We're gonna get to 8. We're gonna get to 8. Honestly, though, I'm gonna quit fucking with y'all. We getting to 10, right? But my mind likes to play tricks on me. And it tries to tell me that you're done. Sometimes it tries to tell me that you're pushing too much, right? And I know this because I've listened to my head before, my mind, and stopped and realized that I still have more in the tank. So thought about that. Thought, how can I get the mind to quiet? That came up with said you can't quiet your mind, but you can occupy it because it's occupying you by telling you you're tired. So you occupy it with something different. Like, we're gonna get to 7. So then it focuses on 7. You get to 7, like we did. Now we're going to 8. Right? Oh, I thought you said, yeah, but we're gonna go to 8. We're fine. You're breathing. You're up. You're dressed. You can go to 8. Let the mind focus on that. Right? We're gonna go to 8. Focus on that. All right. All right. Focus on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was 8. It was 8. Right? Mind can't mess with you. You gotta be smarter than your mind. In fact, I would argue that you have to be smarter than the situation. I learned that this summer. I was a coach for football in high school. My first time being a coach. I was brought in as a strength and conditioning guy. And so during the summer, I did my best to get these boys in shape. When the season started, we couldn't work out that hard because they had to work on skills. So I became the camera guy. And just interacting with these kids and watching how they do. I mean, I was that age once, but that was a long time ago. And it was a different time. And so just watching these kids, I realized that you got to be smarter than the situation. And these kids, they like to rib each other, which is a good deal because when you got men or boys together, you're supposed to be checking, right? Because back when we were hunters and gatherers, I need to make sure I can rely on you and you can rely on me. So if I bully you a little bit and you stand up for yourself, then that means I can trust you. I mean, people look at it differently now, but I can trust you. And then usually a bully, once you stand up to them, they back down. And back in the day, that was because, okay, now if you'll defend yourself, then I know I can trust you'll defend me, right? But what I learned is that these kids, they try to rib you. And it's just like, well, first off, I'm an adult and I have a job. There's no way that you can rattle me. You can't even choose your bedtime. So how can you rattle me? So you got to be smarter than the situation. And all I'm doing is stalling. So let's, we're at 8. You know, we're going to try to get to 9. No, we're going to get to 9. We're going to try. And we're going to try to get to 10. I'm going to quit messing with my mind and making face reality. We're going to do 2 more of these. All right. Here we go. Starting with that deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9. Bang, 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 bang. That's 9. We got one more. One more. I know we could do it. All right. Let's rest up. Now let's practice. We're going to make number 9 the best. Best. And then anything we got to deal with today, for the rest of the day, it's going to be easy. Because we did the hard shit first, right? Y'all, I know have heard me talk about that easy hard principle. It's a principle in life that is constant as the sun rising. So what it is that everything has a hard side and an easy side, right? And your approach is what's important because you got to do both. Can't can't not do one without the other. You can, but it will catch up to you, right? And so if it's easy up front, that means it's going to be hard on the backside. If it's hard on the front side, then that means it's going to be easy on the backside, right? Feelings are that way, right? They come and go. It's hard at the beginning, right? But then it gets easy after you have some perspective, right? Um, that's true in everything. True in everything. If you're not working on your body now and you're my age in 20 years, it's going to be hard for you, right? Just like right now, getting up at 4 in the morning, getting out in this cold ass garage, right? 3 times a week while I'm 55, that's hard. But that's because I want to be walking around here when I'm 75 and it's easy. It's not like a workout to get in and out of my car, right? Let me quit preaching because you know I'm stalling, right? You know I'm stalling. All right, let's get this last round, people. Let's get this last round. Coach Chuck is stalling. All right, water. Man, let's get this shit. Last one. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I work on my cleans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! We got it. We got it. All right. Close this out. That's 10, baby. Is it? That's 10. Work on it, 10. Whether it is or not. That's 10. All right. Okay. Woo. Woo. Okay. Let's close y'all out. That was a good one. Real good one. Good job. Good job. Pat on the back. High five. Remember, the most important talk is the self-talk. So talk to yourself nicely. Just having a conversation with somebody, one of my son's friend's parent, who has been doing work that is not what they normally do because they move. So they have this job that's not their profession, but now they're in a position where they can get back into the profession. And this person was having some self-doubt and forgot who they was. And so I was talking to him about how you can remember who you were. Because if you've been rocking with me, I had that same crisis during the pandemic. I had to remember who I was. So anyway, words of wisdom for Monday, December 15th. Here we go. Discipline is doing the same thing well long after the excitement fades. I'm going to read that again. Discipline is doing the same thing well long after the excitement fades. All right. So that reminds me of a different quote that says, always do what you say you would when you were drunk when you become sober. So that quote implies that, yeah, I've lived a little bit, right? What that quote means is that keep your mouth shut unless you're willing to follow through, especially when you've been drinking, right? What this quote means is that if you start on a journey, let's say a fitness journey, right? When you start on it, you're very excited. You can't wait. You're finally switched your mind from forgetting about all the stuff you're going to lose, and now you're focusing on all the stuff you're going to gain, right? So now you're excited. You get in there and you get up, you set your clock, you go to bed, you get up, you come out, you're working out, you're excited, and then a week goes by. You're doing it, but you're not as excited. 2 weeks go by. Now now you're doing it, but barely, right? 3, 4 weeks go by. Now the honeymoon's over. That old feeling that you had when you decided that, hey, I'm gonna do this is gone, which is why you cannot rely on your feelings, right? When you say something, you understand that your feelings are involved in that, but move them out of the way because ain't nothing left but follow through after that, right? And if you don't follow through, then you let yourself down. And you continuously do that, then you stop trusting yourself. It's all connected, right? So, words of wisdom. Discipline is doing the same thing well long after the excitement fades. That's all I got. Except, wake up, wake up, wake up. I want you to get out there, attack this Wednesday or Monday. It's not Wednesday. I'm rushing it. Monday, just like we attacked this workout. I'll be back here Wednesday doing much of the same thing, and I hope to see you here. I want to thank you for being here today, and that's all I got. That's all I got. Good job. Flex it out. And remember, love the person you are becoming. Have a fantastic day.